So note anatomy, a bit like people, all made up of different bits. Okay, this is the head. The circle part is the note head. This part here is the stem. This here is a tail. Now let's have a look at the big note. This is how I remember the notes. The big circle, the complete perfect circle, is a whole one, okay? It doesn't get spoiled in any way. It's just the circle, just the note head, and it's an open note head. That's a closed note head filled in. This is an open note head, okay? Now if you look through the way they go, as they get divided up, something extra gets added, okay? So to this one, what is added is a tail. To this one, the note head is filled in. Sorry, to this one a stem. I said a tail. This is a stem. Stem, then the note head is filled in. Then we add a tail. Then we add another tail. And then we add a third tail. Have a look at the rests. Now let's start with the easy ones. You see these little bobbles, I call them. You can match the number of bobbles to the number of tails. Okay, so that's how to remember these three rests. Are easy to remember their value. Match the tails to the bobbles. Like bobtails, isn't it? Okay, now these two are very similar. We'll come back to them in a minute. This one that looks like a bit of a banana skin, it's a squiggly one. This is the quarter note. The quarter note, make sure you learn that one. It's a good one to know because it's a very common one in drum music. Now these two, how do we remember these? I remember this by the little blocks. This one looks down and this little block looks up. I say that the big perfect circle is God looking down on me, and I could only hope to be half as good as God, and I look up to him. That's how I personally remember those. So that's your note anatomy and the values. The one thing that we were talking about was how these notes with tails can be grouped together. If you have more than one of these notes next to each other, you don't have to write each one with the tail. What you can do is join the tails up like this. Now, there's no reason why these tails are pointing up and these are pointing down. It doesn't change the value of the note. There are reasons why, but again, we can look at that another time. That's enough information for you today. You can join the tails together with beam lines, and if it has two tails, it will have two beam lines, three tails, three beam lines.